Stanley stood for a long time in one
Yeah, there you
spot.
go.
It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without
What happens if
dying.
you just don't do
So
anything?
far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up
Yeah.
that good momentum.
There we go. Let's just stay here and see what happens.
The genius at work.
Let's observe it indeed. Just look at the time going by. The only way to win is to not play, apparently. It's the only way to beat the game is to not play the game. I assume eventually it's gonna have you stop though. I'll have to keep going. It's not gonna keep you like this forever. Yeah. Let's keep going. Yep. Just gonna stay here, see what happens. If anything happens. Oh, someone messaged me again. It's just gonna stay like this, I guess. No, I don't know if it does anything, just staying here. No, it doesn't seem like it's gonna do anything. Oh. Oh well.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't know if there's any way to actually get the other to stop
Stanley
the
came to a
controls.
set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It's a pretty short game though. Alright.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
I wish you could jump in this game though.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, so we're not gonna do that yet though, because I died last time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yeah, so I jumped off last time.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting.
You could probably jump down here.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
I'm gonna
stop
wait,
trying
but
to make
last time I'm gonna see if I can just jump down there.
yourself.
Let's see what's over
I'm
there.
not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her
Who's
back
her?
into your life.
The person that
She's
saw me.
been waiting.
She's been waiting. Oh, okay.
That's her,
I get
Stanley.
my phone call.
You need to be the one to do this. To
Nope.
reach out to her.
I'm not picking up the
If
phone.
you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Nope. I'm not picking up the phone. I'm just gonna let it ring. Just gonna keep waiting. Is it really gonna just wait? It's gonna stay like that? It's not gonna let me just... Well, I'll get my burrito then. I'm just gonna wait a bit longer. Well, I guess I have no choice but to pick it up. It won't let me just stay there unless it's like Takeshi's challenge. You gotta stay there for like all day or whatever.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
It won't even let me move.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
No, I'm not coming in.
Gotcha.
It's not real.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Yeah, come on, Stanley.
Commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
You're not real.
Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh. I have no choice.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm not gonna press Z. Pressing Z is too dangerous. I'm just gonna wait. Well, I guess I have to. It's not letting me do anything else.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please, will you ask nicely, but I don't know if I want to. I'm sorry to do that. Oh, okay.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
It's true, I am eating lunch. Please press V. Okay, I'll press V.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh. Press L. Where's the TV anyways? The TV's not even... Oh, is that the TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, He stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face
Yeah, that's what
of the
happened.
earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Spend time with the boys, okay.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
I guess I have no
As he wandered
choice.
through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I don't remember anything with a
It was
baby.
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's
Everything
an
must
answer
come
down
into an
some
end,
new
though.
path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no
I guess there's the escape
How
one,
could there
but
possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
nice, go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I don't think it gives you a choice. I think you have to do it. Or not, who knows? Just wait a bit longer. I just put away my plate. Well, I guess it doesn't give me the option. It's gonna make me do it, isn't it? No, it's gonna make me do it. All right, I'll press M.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Question nothing. Can you press? Well, how do you look at yourself? Is there any third person mode?
Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe, maybe not.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And
Oh. I guess it just ended. Now I saw another way I could go. I'm gonna try that. Because
all his co-workers were gone. What could it
it looked like there was somewhere I could jump
Stanley
off.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
So we're gonna
missed
see that. It says something about a baby, but I go right.
Stanley came to a set of two open. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Because there's somewhere
and
I can jump
Stanley
down, I can tell.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, so we're gonna go here, then I'm gonna try to jump down, because it looks like
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
will cause death.
Look,
Oh, look how horrible the safety controls are on this.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize
It doesn't give you
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Yeah, sure. I'm not a freeman. Alright. So we're here anyways.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Alright, so you could...
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
You can actually go through the blue door again, if you...
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
All right, what's over here?
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures.
That's interesting.
Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
This is weird.
Candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
All right, let's see what's in this room.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
2.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, what game is it?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting.
That is the baby. This was the one that I was talking about.
I think the art world will really take notice.
All right, well, I'm gonna let him go.
The message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Well, I'm not playing for 4 hours.
You heartless bastard.
Yes, I
Did
am.
you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have?
All right, let's play. Let's see what game.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
All right, let's see what it even looks like. Oh no!
Well, Stanley, is this any better?
It's Minecraft.
Yes, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Minecraft.
Is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where's the house?
This will go here. No, here. And then...
I guess it's because it's parody. It's allowed, like, I guess they don't count as copyright infringement.
Does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes.
There we go.
It's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
It actually does look like Minecraft.
From the outside, you've only gotten half the experience. Please step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I'm not going to step inside. I'm not doing what you tell me. That's another game I haven't played really. Is Minecraft. Maybe one day. So Minecraft actually does have an ending, which is cool. It's a game that you can actually beat, although most people don't think of it that way. So we'll just think of it as like an endless sandbox. Alright, let's go on, I guess.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay, let's go mine. I mean, you can't jump in this game though.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Nope. I know there's two ways I can go. It's weird. I guess they allow it because I thought it'd be like copyright infringement, unless it's parody.
No, this
I
is
guess.
far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Uh-oh, it's gonna be Half-Life next. That's more linear. Oh, Portal. I literally just playing this.
I don't even know what this game is, but I love
Yeah, it's Portal.
You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me...
Well, it's good that I just played Portal last night.
I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Well, the good news is I beat the game last night, so I know how to play Portal.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking.
So I wonder how they got this.
Your forte.
The thing is, like, so it's literally got textures and sounds exactly like this. So they must have had permission or something, or had to pay for a license or something. Because literally.
You know what? I think that's plenty.
No.
I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can...
Oh. Okay. Oh. See what else I can do. There's gotta be some way out here. Look at that. If you didn't do this, you wouldn't get this ending at all. So you miss out a lot if you don't try doing everything. See if there's anywhere I can go though. Who messaged me now? Huh. Well, there's a light here. Alright, what's in here? Forward. Oh no, we're back to the drawing board. Is there anything I can do? Doesn't seem like there's anything I can do. Huh. I guess I'm stuck here. Oh, or not.
I wonder what he found.
Something happened.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay, you can wait. Alright, we're back to the beginning. So now I gotta go through the red door this time. We'll try the red door.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself.
Yeah, it says something different this time.
He needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him. When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct.
We'll go through the red door though,
and
instead.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood.
He didn't say that last time.
Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
The office. Oh no.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Really worth it, yeah.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, yeah, sure. We can do that.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh, we're staying here a bit longer. Alright, I guess nothing else.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
So I'm gonna go through the red door to
Open
see
door on his
what
left
happens.
To get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I like how it says there's a penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. Like, being dead, they're gonna charge you
We've gotten off
your
on
corpse.
the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
I don't know if I
but
should
the
jump.
fact is
I'm
that
just-
the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Yeah.
Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes, I am.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Right.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I'm gonna go through blue, but then go through red.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Yeah, it's like a circle.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
What is it? Just total blackness?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh goodness, what is this?
Here. Yes.
It looks pretty nice, actually.
Beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think
Actually, it's pretty
I
nice.
feel happy. I actually feel happy.
It is nice to be happy. Yeah, just keep going like that. Alright, I guess time to go down.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Well, there's not. It's just nothing.
No. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Oh, as I'm gonna jump off. There's a lot of different
No,
endings.
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh, I guess so.
No!
I'm not dead.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Unless I try it again.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really
Alright, I'll stop moving then.
If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
Yeah, there's nothing. Screw it. Actually, it's changing. Everything's disappearing now. It's turning to nothing. It's just become nothingness.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Oh, it's if I try it again.
No. No. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Give me a ton of money. Alright, let's try it again.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
There we go.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Okay. So there are still some other options I can do. But we'll see. Yeah, standing here doesn't do anything, I don't think. Alright, let's just keep going.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was
Alright, so this time
way to the meeting room. And
I'm just gonna go the other way, see how it works.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before.
Oh yeah, this is different than last
this
time.
room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
Well, why not?
Truly
I know.
deeply
There's probably a term for that, somebody being sexually
love.
attracted to rooms. It probably is a phenomenon.
Yes, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, we'll do that.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Yeah, we'll go down here. This is somewhere else. We'll see where it takes me though.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, From here, it's, left.
Alright, let's keep going.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Oh, you won't even let me go to the left? Ah, screw you.
No, not the right. Why would I have
Your other
ever
left.
said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Your other
It's
left.
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
Oh no. Come on, narrator.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Or is it? Oh, look at this.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
So I'll just try it one more time. Just going, because I don't know. There's probably other endings that I don't have, but I'm not gonna be able to find all of them. There's no way I can find all of the endings. No, yeah, just sitting there doesn't do anything. All right, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Okay, so this time I'm gonna go on track again and see if it does anything different.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
Yeah, that's weird.
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
That's different.
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room?
Well, I wasn't expecting this.
Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Alright, let's go this way then. Where is the story? That's a good question. I'm lost. I don't know where the story is. Just keep going straight, I guess.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Alright, let's see if that changed anything. That's weird. Why?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
See if it's restarted properly or not. No, now there's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
Yeah.
It's possible
No
the
doors at all
story's
now.
back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Well, I guess that's the only option. Alright, let's go. Go backwards. Wait a second. No, it's locked. It's locked too. Locked again. Still locked.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story.
What did we miss?
Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Is there any way to go? Oh yeah, it's different.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Is this somewhere like
Remember,
Half-Life
Stanley?
2?
Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yay!
Congratulations!
I win.
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay? I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay, let's see what happens now.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
The most linear game ever. Literally a
See,
line.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story?
Well, I'd say so.
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
That's weird. It's not. It's like I'm playing Condemned Criminal Origins again. I gotta follow the line. Like go
You know
to
what?
find out the
I
clues
think
or whatever.
What we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Oh, that's pretty loud music. Pretty loud music. The financial records. It's a pretty long line.
Cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
What fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the
Oh.
story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Okay. I'm not gonna remember that.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, back here again.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
The line again.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Alright, if you say so. If you say so.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready.
Making a zombie game, there we go. Sci-fi horror.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Well, we're gonna acknowledge it anyways and follow it. Or not, it's gone.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision.
It's like the
From
architect.
Here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin.
All right.
So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Oh, you can't go on that one apparently.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
We're playing for 16 minutes now.
Ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all...
Okay, so which one are we on?
determined? So now, according to the schedule...
So we're on the
I
fourth
again.
restart, yeah.
What, am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget?
Yeah, you're gonna forget
My
about
mind
it.
goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on.
Well, you
I don't want to
don't
be
have
trapped
no
like
choice.
this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule?
Nah.
Do we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
It'll restart, then you'll forget about the previous restarts.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if
Oh, yeah, there we go. So now I'm gonna be prevented,
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean?
but he forgets about
Stanley
them.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's still 3. Okay, is that?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So I'm
The
gonna.
lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic.
It's weird. Am I on the?
Combination
It
of
says
a
I get
much smaller
prevented from
version
continuing
and a
though.
much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile.
Bleeding makes
At
him smile.
last, proof that he was sorry.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I thought so. I'm not gonna get prevented.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I'm not getting prevented from continuing, okay.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the
I don't know.
possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
I'm not the one that's crazy.
None
You're
of
the
it
ones
made
that are
any
crazy.
logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Yeah, sure it is.
Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head?
Yeah, well, we already know.
Everything
Yeah, so I guess I don't know if the confusion ending if it gets any further, because it seems like it's just doing this again.
Who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought.
Oh, well.
And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself?
Yeah, sure.
Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
I'm tired.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control.
Yeah, sure, prove it. How are you gonna prove it?
Dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
Yeah, it's the same ending. I don't think it's any different.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
All right.
I want my apartment.
I'll give you what you want then.
And my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a
Actually,
boss.
maybe it's different. I don't know.
I am real.
No, it's probably not
Please,
the same.
tell me I am real.
It's not
I must
different.
Be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself.
Yeah.
Then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, yeah, so
Although she would
it's the
soon
same
turn
ending.
to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
She knows what a crazy person looks like.
I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only
And she didn't even call the ambulance or anything. She just let the dead body stay there, decay. No regard for him. Okay. Well, I guess that's good enough for the Stanley Parable. Oh, wait a second. Is it different now?
All of his co-workers were gone.
It is
What
different.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It is different.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Or was
open
it?
doors, he
It's
entered the door on his left.
It was definitely different.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
It did not
knew
look that way
perfectly
the other
well.
time.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge.
It was weird. That was
What a
different than the
room,
other
Stanley
time.
thought to himself, what a room, what a room, what a room. This is what Stanley thought. What a room, what a room, what a room, what a room. Va-va-voom, what a room.
Vadavoom, as they said.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
It was definitely not the same way as it was the other times.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what
Yeah,
to
it
do,
was different. It was different.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
So now this time looks normal. We had to do that because I'm still don't know if I'm in
Stanley
the.
had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of
Because
something?
I'm still might be in the
He hoped it
confusion
was.
ending.
He hoped very much that it was.
See if I do this again.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
See, because I want to see why. Because if it's going to eventually get to, I don't know if I'm still in the confusion ending or what.
Lounge first, just to admire it. It was okay.
It's definitely
But
not
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
the same.
first open door on his left.
I'm gonna try this again. Committing suicide again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
'Cause-
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Which start is this now? The 7th or 8th?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
All right.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting.
It's weird, like, because I don't. Maybe I did finish the confusion
Perhaps he
ending. I don't
wanted to
know.
Stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe it's just doing the same thing.
It was okay. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Well, I think it's getting to the point where I don't.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets
Alright, so I guess that's good enough for this game.
Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah, it just seems like it's going in loops now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yeah,
Perhaps he had
it's
simply
back
missed
now.
it.
I guess that's good enough. See the credits, I guess. Why not? Because I didn't look at the credits yet. Jesus, you get us. Is it gonna talk about the video games? Minecraft and Portal? We'll see. Yeah, there you go. Valve. Made and sourced by Valve, yeah. Galactic Cafe. This is made and sourced by Valve. Makes it sound like Valve made the game and source, but it was made in source, and source was made by Valve. Alright, I guess that's it. So I'll take a break for a few minutes and then we'll play the beginner's guide.